trust. Mean taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Brady. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just...
And he's in. Touchdown. Eagles. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brady going to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get that for a sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Slot man moves right. After the sack on first down, Brady. And this one is incomplete.
And has only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And some room to run now. Touchdown.
Yeah, A.J. Brown, one of the best in the NFL with the ball in his hands, and there's another example why.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And Here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden is a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Quickly out wide to Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll get out of the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw, it's Brady. The throw offside, complete to Treadwell. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Brady to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker from 8 yards out.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action with Jackson.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. On the option to give to Swift here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. They're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Jackson's throw there taken in by Smith. Down inside the 10. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's Swift. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can do it this point and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Brady now on 1st down. And Walker has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On 1st down, Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Trying the left side with Walker. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Brady. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Hey, Alabama. No, 66.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's got it to Treadwell. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Brady now to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Here he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a dump off here complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, here's Walker. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Brady. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. To throw is Brady. Going right back to Fant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Hassan Reddick bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You got to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And the slot man goes in motion left.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They're bringing a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The kick by Elliott is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 30 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Brady's going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the Eagles' hands team able to cover it up. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
There's some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift,
38 yards.
and the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll line up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Brady got to have this one.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise for the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady to throw again. Finding Walker complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
I know that every now and then we get those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
They see the beginning of the season. They wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.